you check the children? Show a little match sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes that is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
And you got Jaime and Fuego here.
And we are here to talk about a new horror comedy creature feature that is available on VOD, which both of us actually rented for cheaper. He got it on Redbox, and I got it from a place called House of the Used, which actually rents movies still.
Yeah, there are still places out there. It's not...
You paid what, $1.75?
Whatever they charge.
And I paid $1. So
yeah, I was going to say, Redbox has significantly raised their prices in the last year, so they've gone from $1 to like almost $2 a night.
Yeah,
for
$1.75. Like,
crazy.
Sons of...
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is a horror comedy that I only watched. I got to give credit where credit's due. I think I saw Teddy Brown trying this one on Facebook and talking about it. I keep an eye on him, and then Ben Grimm on Instagram, I keep an eye on his stuff because they watch a lot of these new movies, and I'm interested to see if it's a positive or negative response. And Teddy Brown can be pretty reliable when it comes to a lot of his recommendations, and so he said this was a fun creature movie. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a try. And let me just say that the movie, as you watch the title, you know, or you see the title, you're like, Snatchers. Oh, okay, it must be about kidnappers or something. No, it's definitely emphasis on the snatchers for this, because this is about a teenage girl that gets pregnant and ends up shooting out little alien insects that end up taking over control of humans via sort of, or a la puppet masters from the 90s with the Donald Sutherland, where it's
Puppet Masters,
the Puppet Masters, right?
which
where
is
it's
based on it was
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It was
kind
something
of,
like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the things, you
I
know,
think it was a Heinlein story. If I
they plug into your neck and control your motor functions, and then, you know, your head's down and there's a little bug creature here. And so they basically are like, first off, why are you pregnant with this?
Yeah.
And
how are you giving birth like a day or so later?
Yeah,
It's even
exactly.
weirder.
And of course, it's the same sort of thing that Buffy did when Angelus came around. So she's a virgin at the start. She gives in because she doesn't want to disappoint her boyfriend. And it turns out she contracts a terrible disease that affects everyone around her. So, I mean, it's the long and short of the, you know, don't do sex before you're ready, you know, kind of thing. Do sex. Yeah, and I clearly do sex a lot with the way phrasing it. But nonetheless, this movie was entertaining, and I will say that there were at least 3 moments that I can recall that were laugh out loud funny, where I was legitimately caught off guard by what happened on screen or some dialogue that just made me... It was more like, ha! kind of stuff than like genuine long-term laughter. But it was an entertaining movie. It wasn't overly deep. It obviously, the effects were limited, but it was still funny. So I enjoyed it. It's 3 out of 5 stars, but it's still enjoyable 3 out of 5 stars.
Same. I was entertained by this movie. This is one that was on my radar for a while, and on like I have like an ongoing spreadsheet of stuff that we do reactions to that I actually think looks good. We did a trailer reaction to this a long time
Did not
ago.
remember that at all.
Long time ago, and it had fallen out of my memory because it took so long after it was on the festival circuit to find distribution and actually get a home release and a VOD release and stuff like that. And I mean... It's supposed to be Arizona. It's not Arizona. It's filmed in New Mexico, as all too often happens lately, because Arizona doesn't give those tax breaks and stuff. But I mean, I had fun with this movie, and I especially liked the quirky dialogue and chemistry between our lead, who is the one who gets pregnant after sleeping with her douchey ex-boyfriend who went down to Mexico on this like research trip and stuff. And so she gives in and she gets down, and things proceed very quickly for her to spout out said alien and stuff. But I liked her acting. I thought she was a fun lead, cool final girlishness, I guess. It's not particularly memorable, but if you have 90 minutes to dedicate to something that is actually pretty gory at times and fairly fun, I mean, this there's a lot worse out there in the horror world than Snatchers. So.
And it's a little bit higher stakes than you might anticipate.
As things go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Like
they
things
end up
happen and
doubling
people
down
die and you're
without
like,
saying
whoa, really? And it's not like let's take that back at the end of the movie kind of situation.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's entertaining. So, we've covered the story. Let's talk about the acting. I mean, it's a lot of younger actors that are finding their way, and some are stronger than others. But at least the lead is good. I actually thought the lead's best friend
She was great.
and the boyfriend were a little bit more entertaining because the boyfriend
boyfriend's an
was just playing,
idiot.
but he was playing a dude that was affected in a certain way. So it made sense that he was so like, I love you, that kind of thing.
Oh, and the stuff that happens with the other friend.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the lead, unfortunately, was the weaker of those kind of main
you thought
three.
so?
I did. I just thought she
didn't
was a
mind her.
little,
Yeah.
she was a little stone faced at times, but she had to be the straight person.
She did,
because she was
yeah.
like the straight person that everything was happening to, and everyone else around her was reacting to it, whereas she kind of couldn't because that's the way she was written. So I just didn't like her as much as everyone else.
Yeah,
but
she didn't
maybe
really
it was
get-
the script's fault, not hers.
Yeah, well, she didn't even really get goofy and come out of her shell
all,
until
yeah.
she reconnects with this friend who she had a falling out with, and it's that friend she goes to in this time of need, and that's where they like rev up the amusing dynamic between the two of them that I found so endearing. So.
Now,
Mom was funny too,
yeah.
and Mom has a little thing with this cop guy that I thought was just really amusing in the movie for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You want to go on a date sometime?
But the effects, I mean, a lot of interesting effects, gorier, like you said, than one might anticipate. But
Oh, yeah.
the actual creature effects are super puppeteery and not realistic at all.
Yeah, no,
like
although practical, obviously, if it's
practical,
puppeteering,
yeah, but it's
I mean,
it's
playing
not the
up
good
that-
kind of practical that you're only seeing glimpses of. It's straightforward, and you're staring it down, and you see the puppeteering movements, and it's like,
Which I think was a deliberate choice. They were like, okay, this
Well,
has
yeah.
that lighthearted tone, so let's kind of make it look a little cheesier and like dwell on it, a little longer.
didn't work for me, though.
I didn't like the design of the creature very much at all. Although they do up the ante later in the film a little bit, and they do incorporate some CGI for a few bits here and there. But yeah, for the most part, it's as goofy as the tone of the rest of the film, and so I'm not going to fault it as much in that regard. It's when I watch a more trying to be serious monster film and it looks crappy that I'm just like, okay, I'm out. This is just, I can't do this.
So yeah, I mean, that's the long and short of Snatchers. There's not much. I mean, cinematography and set design, that's all pretty basic. There's
Decent
nothing that
enough,
was really stand out about those.
It
but
had a slick, chic look where you could tell that they actually, and I mean, they didn't. It's not super low budge. It did look a little bit.
they
better
had
than
some
your
production
average
design,
film.
sliders and whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's more entertaining than it is good.
Yeah.
But not in the way that I'm going to revisit it regularly, like Tucker and Dale or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
It's mad decent. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. It's decent, but entertaining for one time, and then it's pretty disposable. So if you guys haven't seen Snatchers and you want to, it's only like $5 on Amazon, or if you can get it from Redbox like Fuego did, it's less than $2. So if a couple of you guys watch it and split the cost, then there you go. It's worth the time and money. To at least watch one time if you want to have some drinks and have some silliness that's alien creature-esque. Give it a try.
Just don't forget to return that disc, damn it, because Redbox, they get you, man.
Oh, you got the disc?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not on the Redbox streaming?
I'm sure it's on the Redbox streaming, but the disc is always cheaper than streaming it. And so the only time I stream on Redbox is when it's not available at the box itself.
Oh,
so.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, if you guys have seen it, let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If not, let us know if this swayed you one way or another. But if you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Until next time, though, I've been Cecil Laird.
And gracias a Jaime Fuego.
Thank you very much to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. And remember, stay scared.